Hey guys, Nick, aka the one and only Crisis YT, and this is a Blast in the Past weekly series in which I take and throw it back to an older game. And you might be like, what? Black Ops isn't a part of this series? Grr! Well, it actually is now. It's a new induction into the Blast in the Past series because it is now 2 years old. Not officially, but it's about a month away from being 2 years old. So, it's a part of Blast in the Past, and a Blast in the Past is going to actually take a break in November because Black Ops 2 comes out and Halo 4 comes out and so many new games come out that I'm going to be buying those and playing those on my channel, and this series is going to go on a little bit of a hiatus, but it'll come back full stride in December and go all the way through the next October, then take another break in November. That's how I'm going to do it every year, and that's also when Season 2 of Blast in the Past will begin in December. But nevertheless, this game is now a part of the Blast in the Past series, and I'm going to pretty much be talking about it today. My thoughts on it. What do I think about the original Black Ops? And some people might say it's a little irrelevant, but really it's not. I did something like this about MW3. What did I think about it? And I'm going to do the same thing about Black Ops because I think you guys liked it on MW3, and I think you guys will like it on Black Ops. But nevertheless, let's just go ahead and jump right into this big pool of topic that is the things that are good and bad about the original Black Ops. And first off, what did I think about this game when it was out? Now, most of the time, people don't like Call of Duty games when they're out. I'm not one of those people. They might get boring to me. They might get something to where they're tedious for me to play. But really, I never say I hate them. I never say I completely hate a video game. And it's got to be really bad for me to do that. And so I wouldn't say I hated this game. It just got tedious. And this game was boring to play. And it was from the 2 months after it came out, and Modern Warfare 3 kept interest and didn't become boring until around March or April for me. So this game becoming boring, like extremely quick, by January is incredible. And I think the reason for that is because of Ghost and how camp prevalent this game was from day one. I got quickscoped. Watch this kill cam. Boom. That's not cool. But nevertheless, this game was so camp prevalent because silencers, because the footsteps, you could barely hear people walking around, and you had Ghost, which just made UAVs pretty much pointless. So because of all those factors combined, this game was really boring, and it was the downfall, and still is the downfall, of Black Ops to me. So, for example, I went back and played this game, right? I had to get this gameplay, which isn't the best gameplay. We actually lose this game. And the reason I chose this gameplay was because I went back, played 2 games, and this was one of them. So I was like, yeah, this will work. It's a decent score. Let's upload it. But, nevertheless, I say that so much, and you guys point that out, and I'm sorry I do say it so much, but, you know, whatever. I could have said it right there, too. It's such a great transition word. I'm getting off topic. I went back to play this game, and I was like, wow, this game really is boring. It is so freaking slow. We almost run the timer out in this game. I think I get the last kill, or someone gets the last kill with like 30 seconds left out of a 10-minute team deathmatch. That is incredibly slow. Okay, I don't know why, but it is, and it's because of Ghost. I know why. It's because of Ghost. It's because it's just so you can't hear footsteps. Even still, they're hard to hear, and if you can hear them, people are using Ninja all the time. They're using Ninja Ghost with a silencer, so they never show up on the map, and you can never hear them. So unless you get a Blackbird, and that's kind of sad, and that's what slowed this game down and made it such. It has so much potential. The weapons are balanced so well, and I hope that in Black Ops 2 they just make it more energetic and take the camp factor out of it. And I think they've took measures and took some steps to do that by creating like an anti-camper perk and things like that. So I hope it's less campy, but I've also heard from some sources who have actually played Black Ops 2 profusely that Ghost is still going to most likely be prevalent. And if that's the case, it's going to be a boring game, and it's going to be one of the lower ends of Call of Duty for me. If this game wasn't as campy as it is, say Ghost was paired with stopping power, or something was thrown in there, or something that didn't completely throw off the balance but was just as good as Ghost and sped up gameplay, you better believe this would be one of the best Call of Duties of all time. Just like how if NoobTubes were taking out a NoobTubes one-man army and Danger Close were taking out of Modern Warfare 2, it would be one of the best Call of Duties of all time. because the gun balance in this game is simply incredible. I mean, the guns don't kill too quick, but they don't kill too fast either. And I've heard that Black Ops, but whereas Modern Warfare 3 guns kill extremely fast, and I've heard Black Ops 2 is a mix between the two. So that works, picking up the Blackbird. So see, now I can see everybody on the map. I just get overran right here. I thought I heard footsteps behind me, everything was going on. It was crazy. But yeah. So that's the thing. That was one of the main downfalls of this game, was how slow it was. But something that was an upside was the balance. There was a lot of balance in the weapons and the perks. The only thing that was overpowered in the perks was Ghost, and Flak Jacket was meant to counter that. But they learned very soon that Flak Jacket, and Treyarch learned very soon, and as well did the community, that Flak Jacket wasn't good enough. Flak Jacket wasn't a good enough counter to Ghost that it completely canceled it out, or made it to where most of the time you wouldn't want to run Ghost, you would want to run Flak Jacket. I ran Flak Jacket most of the time. In this game, I'm pretty sure I'm running Flak Jacket. So, you know, I liked Flak Jacket better than Ghost. And you might be like, no, you just ran it because of YouTube. No, I actually legitimately liked it better. Flak Jacket just made me die by less more claymores and stupid grenades and things like that. So, you know, it was worth losing Ghost for me. But for a lot of people, that stealth factor and not being able to show up on the map because they didn't know map movement, or, you know, they didn't realize the silencer, if they shot with it, they didn't show up on the map, whatever, wasn't worth it to them. Something that I know a lot of people were doing in the beginning of Black Ops that was really smart, so they could run Flak Jacket and still have the Ghost ability. A UAV would be called in, they'd run a Stinger, they'd just pull out the Stinger, boom, shoot down the UAV, move on. And that's a really smart idea too, because, you know, you only have pistol secondaries. But nevertheless, there's that word again that I say all the time. Yep, there it is. Some of you guys who probably haven't noticed that are noticing it now, and you're like, oh my god, it's getting annoying. I shouldn't have pointed it out. But getting back on topic here, I was about to use that word again, but trying to get back on topic because I keep getting back off topic. Kill streaks in this game I really liked. Okay, I really did like this game as far as the kill streaks go. I like how there wasn't a huge kill streak number, that the lowest kill streaks you could get were 11. I know a lot of people didn't like that, but it reminded me of the Call of Duty 4 days where, you know, you didn't have to get a ton of kills to actually be productive. You only had to get 11, which in my opinion isn't a lot. And I do also like how they had to all be with your gun. Kill streak stacking kind of ruined Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2 in a lot of ways, because it made the nuke easy to get. Now I know in Modern Warfare 3 the Moab is only with your gun, but it made things like Assault Juggernaut and things like that really easy to get in Modern Warfare 3. So I don't like a stacking kill streaks, and I like it's not in the original Black Ops. This guy, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what this guy right here was doing. That was so fail. I shot him. He's never turned around. He just never turned around. But, yeah. The kill streaks in this game overall were good to me. I like how they brought back dogs from World at War. I'm pretty sure they're doing that in Black Ops 2, so that's pretty cool. But the thing that really was the downfall, and I'm going back to it again, was how slow the game played and how boring it was overall. If a team deathmatch takes 10 minutes in MW3, the game wasn't full. There was not 12 people in that game, okay? If that happens in Black Ops, it's not too uncommon. It's like, oh well, because it happens a lot. And it happens prevalently, you know? I mean, I'm used to team deathmatches being like, boom, check done, getting one done in 4 minutes, 7 minutes tops. On this game, it turns into 7 to 8 minutes. So, what would be the longer TDM on Modern Warfare 3 becomes the shorter TDM on Black Ops, and that just ruins it. It really does. But this game was really good overall. So if you want to know what I guess my final grade would be on this, I'm going to give it an A. I'm not going to give it an A+ because it did play really slow, but I'm going to give it an A because the kill streak balance was good, the weapon balance was good, the perk balance was decent, and I think it's an A. Maybe a B+, but I'm going to give it an A. It would be an A+, a perfect score, if it was just the Ghost wasn't so prevalent and it was more entertaining to play, I mean, and less boring. So that's all they need to really improve on in Black Ops 2, even though I know they're making a lot more changes than that. So today's question of the day was, what were your thoughts on the original Call of Duty Black Ops, the one, the only, the first, the origin, where it all started for the Black Ops series? And what are your hopes for Black Ops 2? Tell me both of those, answer both those questions in the comment section down below. Nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If we could get, we've been going on the lower side for Blast in the Past lately. I mean, this series is doing a lot worse than it normally does. So if we could get like 40 likes on this video, that would be incredible. I'm CrisisYT, and I'm out. Peace.